Hey everyone, it's Charlie. It is the 18th of May, Tuesday. And before I get rolling, I need to put some thank yous out there. First of all, thank you to everybody who subscribed to this channel, from the get-go. CV1122 was the first subscriber like 2 years ago. And, since then, 3,800 people have come on board and are watching my videos. And you guys are the reason that I make these videos. It isn't for money. There's not a bunch of money to be made being a YouTube partner. It's for the interaction of like-minded people who are tired of seeing reality being whitewashed by the mainstream corporate-owned media, by seeing Wall Street successful beyond imagination while your friends and family suffer, seeing Washington turn their back on the people who sent them there, and you're sick of it. So I came on YouTube, in 2008, talking, just venting, and it led to this, where I have all you people who watch these videos comment back, send me messages, and that is the reason I do it, because of you guys. Like-minded people who see the truth, are tired of being fed a bunch of lies, are tired of being sheeple, and are looking for some truth. So thank you to everybody who subscribed to this channel. And to that, I want to thank especially Jeff Rense. Now, he gave me a radio interview a year ago, and he asked me to send him videos, which I neglected to do for almost a year. But I started doing it again a month ago, and he's linked just about every video I sent him. And when he does that, it goes from 2,000 or 3,000 views to 10 or 20,000 views, and a lot of you are subscribers because of Jeff Rense. So thank you very much, Jeff. I'm sure you all know who he is. If you don't, jeffrense.com. He's got a great alternative media site. He also has a great radio network, so please check him out. Now, on to some economic news today. There's so much to go over. I'm going to try to keep this really brief. The morning headlines on Bloomberg are just like any morning headlines that you see just about every day. Stocks rally, commodities rise, recovery gains steam on debt concerns being eased in Europe. And by the end of the day, we have a complete 180. I don't know who the poor guy is who has to write these breaking news headlines, but he's got to get sick of having to turn around 180 degrees every day. Stock market's off 114 points by the end of the day. The euro's at a 6-year low by the end of the day, and the crisis is as bad or worse than ever. So what's going on with the euro? I mean, how to make it short and sweet and simple is this. These mega hedge funds, these same criminal banksters, in my opinion, who led to the 2008 crime of the century, are shorting the euro. They're shorting the bonds of these nations. They sold these nations on, like Iceland, on these investments that they knew were going to fail. They bet against those investments. When they did fail, they got bailed out. Now they're going in the U.S., now they're going to Europe, demanding the same thing. They get $1 trillion. It lasts 5 days. 5 days. And now the euro's in as worse shape as it's been in 6 years. Austerity measures are being talked about being even more stronger and more extravagant. And more bailouts are needed. And finally, we have some nations in Europe who are seeing the light. Greece is talking about criminal charges against Goldman Sachs for their lending practices, for their investment advice, for their schemes that they perpetrated on the people of Greece. Angela Merkel today, the Chancellor of Germany, came out and said, no more naked short selling in Germany. It's all way too little, way too late. In my opinion, it's probably political moves on these politicians' part to make it look like they're doing something for their people. Angela Merkel's not going to have any traction by banning naked short selling in Germany, because the criminals in London and the criminals in New York, they could care less what Angela Merkel says. They're more powerful than the government of Germany. The sovereignty of Germany is gone. They have linked their wagon to the euro. So as goes the euro, so goes Germany, so goes Greece, Italy, Spain, Portugal, Ireland. These countries were led down a primrose path to have this wonderful new currency. And at the end of the day, what they're going to get is their sovereignty stripped, their identities stolen, and then a global governance being offered to them as a rescue. And it's just absolutely a sham, a scam, a way for criminal, predatory sharks to get rich on the misery of the people of Europe. And guess what? It is going to come here. It's going to happen in the United States. You know, it's just a matter of time. I listened to a Max Kaiser interview last night, and he called it perfectly. The euros first, then they're going to probably go for the pound, and when they feel like they're up to it, they're going to come and destroy the dollar. And austerity measures are going to be talked about here. When the United States loses world reserve currency status, can you imagine the anarchy that's coming when they say the entitlement train has come to an end? We got 109 million taxpayers flipping the bill for 310 million people. When austerity measures kick in, it's going to make the riots in Greece look like kindergarten. Stories are attached. That's all I got.